Okay guys, I was just going to do an unboxing of this double plopper real floating buzzbait. We're going to go and fish it at a pond here in a few minutes and kind of give it a test drive and see what we can do. The reason why I was interested in this bait is because I'm a big fan of the Whopper Plopper, as you can see right there. Caught a lot of fish here recently in ponds off of that, and this is kind of a buzz bait, and but it's got two Whopper Ploppers on it at the very top, so twice as good, I guess. I don't know. Let's take it out of the box here and see what we can figure out about it. Show my big fat belly. Okay, as you can tell, it's a very nice looking bait. It says it's floating, so I hope that I can take and scoot it right along the top of the grass with this barely submerged in the water and these two Whopper Ploppers buzzing. So I'm going to tie it on real quick and we'll take it to the pond and see if we can't get anything to bite on it. See the pond that we're getting ready to fish here. This is where we're going to try this new bait out at. See exactly what it'll do and how it will do. I want to, I guess, disturb my little buddy Aaron's fishing here, because we've got to put in here somewhere. Was it a good fish? You can tell I've got my buddy Austin here with me again. We're going to see what we can do. Just to see how it sets. Well, looks like it's going to float like they said it would. Oh yeah, it really, that makes a lot of bubbles and they may want a more subtle presentation than this today. It is kind of bluebird skies out. Most of the time when it's bluebird skies, they want a smaller buzz bait with a more subtle approach. Oh yeah, sun's really. Oh yeah, you can work this one just like that too. It's like having two Whopper Ploppers on at the same time. And most of the time, they haven't been hitting topwater until later in the afternoon. But I got some boys that's got to start school tomorrow, so we can't stay out as late today and fish as we normally do. So we're just having to come up here right in the heat of the day, probably the worst possible time to be up here. And you would think that a bigger fish would be what would hit this thing. Oh, I just missed one. Sure did. Huh? Yeah, I know it. Wasn't a very big one. I don't know why in the world that it would even go up to hit this big bait for. think that these fish would think that this is a little school of fish. I mean, there's 3 different things for them to... Oh no! Just another hit again, and I don't know if I'm doing something wrong as far as setting the hook, if I'm getting excited, or what. They're not coming up and busting it at the top of the water, I guess, where it lays down in the water. Oh, son of a gun! I don't know. Okay. So far, it seems like the fish are really coming after it. I'm just going to have to figure out what I'm doing wrong about setting the hook. You see that, Austin? That fish come up after it? I mean, that one hit it good too. Tell me what you think. Go out and get one, fish it, and see. I mean, if you like fishing buzzbaits, this right here I think would be the way to go. Let's try this. Just for the plain fact of fishing totally different than what we were. We're trying it at the top of the water this time of the day. Let's try a very slow falling wacky worm. And see what that'll do. I've got a hook here. Most of the time I like to use a wacky hook which has a weed guard on it, but I don't have any with me. So what I want to do is just tie it on this hook and hope I don't get hung up. We'll see the difference between a topwater and a slow falling bait that you can fish at depth. Sometimes during the heat of the fold it right down the middle like that. Get it even, and then just run your hook right up the middle of it. And let that worm set on there just like that. And whenever it falls, it just goes real slowly down. And sometimes that's all it takes is that slow fall. And that'll catch fish. So we'll just cast it out here and see what we can come up with on it. And the way I do this, I don't know, people may do it differently, but the way that I do this is I just let it fall, and then once I think it's on the bottom, I just pop it up. And you can watch that line. That line will tell you back when it's back on the bottom. And just give it a few minutes for it to fall, and then pop it back up again like this. And that worm, it just has a slow move. It just falls like this. That's the way the worm falls, just like that. And if you can cast it right in front of them, they'll hit it about every time. Even in the heat of the day on a hot sunny day like today. Oh, there's one. He went back in the bushes. There went my wacky worm. Well, it's a whole lot of work for just a little bitty fish, ain't it? Whole lot of work for a little bitty fish. I'm not gonna make it. There's one on the wacky worm. I got something else I'm gonna tie on here. That fish almost jumped back in the boat with me. Now when you tie a fluke on, See, here's the fluke. You just run this hook down just like that, okay? Then you bring it out. Twist it around. Bring this up around the eye of your hook. At least I like to. Kind of helps hold it a little bit better. And then take this. And take this and run it right up and under the edge of the skin like that. So you still got, it won't get hung in the weeds, but when a fish hits that, you see how that thing comes up out there. So let's try that. And you can work these right at the top of the water. You can let them sink, or, you know, there's a few different ways that you can do it. You can cast them right back up in them cat. And sometimes that's where you fish are laying at, right in them cattails. Okay, guys, I believe we're gonna wrap the day up with that. 2 fish, not too bad. Maybe we'll have some better luck the next time.